Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining on today's session. Yes, we are here to deliver more go to market nuggets. And quick intro me, Bala Vishal, been a go to market advisor for the last 6 years, been in demand gen, performance marketing roles across B2B companies. Currently, I am working on a project or assignment with Meta. Uh, and Here today, I have a guest, Money Iyer. I've known him for long. I'm also a go-to-market advisor with Kwanzoo, and we were talking, and we realized there is things about website marketing that needs to be uncovered. So here we are to kind of talk more into that. Welcome, Money.
Thanks, Bala. Thanks for having me.
Could you want to give a quick intro?
Sure. Yeah. So here I head up a company called Kwanzoo. We are in the B2B marketing and sales tech space broadly. We offer a platform. We call it a B2B pipeline growth platform. We primarily offer into software company, some IT services companies. Also work with agencies who want to take it to market. We have a white label solution for agencies, and
Mhm.
that's what we do.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean that definitely is kind of the need of the hour, is kind of where I see it today. As like with performance marketers, we drive a lot of traffic to the website, but once they come to the website, I'm like, if they don't convert, we are scratching our head with remarketing, and we realize we don't know what else to do. So,
Mhm.
uh, yeah, I mean, would love to know your take on website marketing or this conversion optimization space and things
Yeah.
like. I mean, like, where do you see this moving? What is really upcoming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so correct. So I think certainly in more on the B2C side, with e-commerce websites and so on, there are technologies available where you can actually literally find out who might be a consumer, and their email. You can grab it and then start reaching out to them, especially abandoned carts kind of situations. What I'm here to hopefully share with the folks listening here, Bala, is really something really new, unique, innovative that we've just literally brought to market. So let me maybe go to the other screen, right, and start presenting. Will that make
Sure,
sense?
sure.
Yeah,
I mean, I would love to hear more about what you guys are doing.
sure. So Kwanzoo has just launched this new, very unique new product called SiteStop by Kwanzoo. And you can learn more about it at kwanzoo.com/sitestop. That is SITESTOP. What we do is we uncover new buyers who stop by any B2B company's website. Works really well for companies with, say, a few thousand. We recommend 3,000 or more monthly unique site visitors. And as you can see, 98% of the traffic to a lot of the websites, are is anonymous. Conversion rates tend to be 0.5%, maybe 2% tops. SiteStop turns hundreds of thousands of those visitors into instant, warm leads, right? That powers the SDR or BDR's pipeline,
Nice.
and sales outreach efforts. So we have a full-blown first-party audience database. It's over 101 million B2B profiles. It's all US audience.
Wow.
And what happens is, as you go down, you'll see that we can help B2B marketers just identify many more of these buyers. The big difference between this and, obviously, there's a lot of visitor ID tools, Bala, that is out there, right?
Mhm.
ABM tools. The problem with them is they can only tell you the company that came to the page. They really cannot tell you about the individual buyers, that visited the page.
Right.
That's really what's new, what's unique, what's different here, right? And we have a 14-day free trial for people to come and check it out.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So essentially, you're saying that if I send qualified traffic to my website, if
Yep.
they don't convert,
Yeah.
you will be able to tell me who came to my website, at
Yep.
least to the closest possible, right?
Yeah. Let me give you the information. I mean, there's a lot of very interesting data that we're able to provide. So, just
Sure.
to walk you through the free trial process, click a button, and then kind of it'll get them quickly get going
Mhm.
on this free trial that you can see here. And then in the trial process, the next thing to note is that we give you exactly all those critical data fields: B2B profile information, B2C profile information. And it's a very simple pricing: pay per lead, pay as you go pricing. It's just $499 that you can get up to 100 leads. And so it's
Nice.
just $5 for one B2B lead that is within what's called their ICP, or ideal customer profile. And click a button. We end up, you end up signing up for a free trial. And then we give you a tag that comes in the email that can then be quickly, dropped onto the website. And then
Right.
the free trial gets activated. And that's it. And then the leads themselves, there's a bunch of fields of data. You have everything from account, first name, last name, work email, LinkedIn URL, mobile number, job title, seniority, etc. Or there's a B2C lead with first name, last name, personal email, mobile, LinkedIn, etc., and then plain email leads. So the bottom line is there's a lot of valuable data in
Hmm.
these leads that can be actioned by the SDR BDR team. And by the way, we only charge for the leads that fit within the ICP, and at this point, we're literally giving away even the rest of the leads, for them to pick out any good leads that they think they can use out of those.
Awesome. So if I can double click on that, I mean, how accurate are the? I mean, like, are this data? Because as a marketer, if I give some bad leads to sales, I lose their trust.
Yeah, for sure. So the ICP can be defined by you as a marketer. So you can pick the firmographic filters.
Hmm.
You can also pick the buyer persona, so seniority, department, title keywords. So you can narrow down to just those, and then just funnel those that fit your ICP and buying group buyer persona. Just
Nice.
send those over to sales and nothing else.
Okay.
You did bring up a good question, which is email validation. We do monthly, so these are the leads are the our database is being refreshed every month, and then we have a detailed FAQ down here, by the way, that people can go through. And so part of that is that we do talk about email validation. So there's a primary email validation that's done once a month, but then we do recommend that you can add on what we call a secondary email validation. We support a tool called bounceless.io, where the customer would need to get their own account with Bounceless, but then we can make sure that their leads can be secondarily validated, and that's kind of what we can offer to the customer. Back
And
to you.
so, as a customer, I can use other validation tools which I might already have in place.
Well, for now, we support this one tool, and yes, directionally we want to, we'll continue to add more and more email validation tools but then, yes, the credits or the license for the email validation tool would be whatever the end customer has in place. And
Awesome.
yeah, we won't charge for that, but we will make sure only email validated leads are pushed in, and then we charge them the $5 price we talked about for just
Yeah.
those leads. And
Yeah.
then there's a recharge model, so you can literally set it up so that you can recharge 250, 500, maybe 1,000, however much is the estimated lead volume monthly.
Mhm.
That can then be set up in our tool, so that only every month, in addition to the base 499, we would just recharge that amount. And then the lead recharge fees, by the way, roll over from month to month. So as long as you're on active subscription, you don't lose that money. You can apply to leads the next month.
Wow. So it's pretty much like when I'm down on leads, and if I am, or sorry, I'm down in pipeline, I can
Yep.
tell my SDR to go to Kwanzoo,
Yeah.
get new information from there,
Right.
add it to the existing intent stuff, and you could potentially land a pipeline.
Yeah, build your pipeline this way. And then the secondary point I want to make is the for the 499 a month, we're going to give you daily triggered emails, and that's how you can then narrow it down. You can even download just the ICP leads that we've already surfaced and shown in our interface that you just saw.
Nice.
Alternately, you can do the following, which is we can also write these leads directly into the customer's marketing automation system. Now, that we do ask for a little bit of a higher level of commitment. So that's we ask like a 3 month minimum, like a quarterly commit on those. So the basic one is just month to month, pay as you go, right? Pay per lead. You can pause, you can cancel, what have you. On this one, we do ask that it's a quarterly commit at a little bit under $3,000 over 3 months. So you pay the 499 a month for 3 months, and then you pay another $1,500 of lead recharge fees. And that's what we ask, that you commit like a quarterly commit on the writing when we write your marketing automation.
Sweet, sweet. Do you mind if we double click on something else I saw in the demo?
Go ahead.
If you go back to that screen and if you go back to that website leads piece,
Sure.
I saw something like B2B, B2C, plain email. Do you mind explaining what each of these mean?
Yes. So the idea is, you may be a B2B marketer. You certainly want the B2B leads because that's primarily what your sales team is going to work with. But sometimes you find very valuable information, even if it's B2C, because we also give you information like recently visited pages and last visit date and time. So imagine you want to even track down, even if you have just a personal email, somebody who came from, who visited your pricing page, your demo page, your contact us page, or even just a plain email where we went to specific pages.
Hmm.
That becomes super interesting and useful, right? Because then you can do a nurture campaign for just those leads, and then you kind of can go from there in
Yeah.
terms of nurturing them. Then they maybe express interest and they start giving you the rest of their information, and then you turn them over to your SDR or BDR. The other thing is, even from B2C, with your first name and last name and the personal email, many a time you can track down who they are through LinkedIn, and you can reach out to them through LinkedIn. Bala.
Nice, lovely. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. There's an age-old debate about whether B2B marketers need to go after B2C emails or not. But
Right.
this actually opens doors into like, hey, yeah, if they visited a pricing page, even if it's a Gmail, I will want to go after that prospect or buyer because
Right, and you can pick and choose, right? The B2C, for example, if you say, "Hey, I only care about the ones that went to the pricing page, demo page," just pick them up and go after them and only pay for them. And the B2C leads are priced lower. It's just $1 a lead for
yeah,
B2C, and the plain email leads are 50 cents. So we're giving you a very optimal way to spend the 4.99 a month into, and just grab just exactly the leads you want. Right?
love it, love it. That's interesting because I was never thinking about that from that perspective because it's always like it's interesting to see how these things pan out. But
Sure.
B2C and plain text are definitely valuable as well
Right.
from that standpoint. So I know we are coming up on time. To wrap up, I mean, if you have to, I mean, if a B2C marketer, or sorry, if a B2B marketer today is listening to this, and I could say, if you have to give three things that they should be doing from a website marketing perspective to
Right.
build pipeline, what would that be?
Yeah, definitely. We recommend add SiteStop into your to your website. Is just add to the header of the site, and just turn it on. Especially if you're running any kind of paid media campaigns, be whether it's a Google AdWords, pay per click campaigns, LinkedIn campaigns. That's number one, right? Because this is for just $5. It's a no brainer, right? That you want to you're going to pay anywhere from 80 to $150 for a B2B lead coming from Google, several $100 for a lead coming from LinkedIn. So it just makes complete sense, right? That you want to increase your conversion rate on your website. The second thing is change up your strategy with LinkedIn, for example. So instead of doing lead forms on LinkedIn, they tend to be a little more pricey. You can just bring your qualified traffic onto your site. So focus on just bringing the right kind of qualified audience through clicks to your site, right? That way you save money, right? And then, yeah, I think uh, have this be, we call these tier three leads, right? So bake it into your process with your SDRs and BDRs. So tier one leads would continue to be the ones that are form filled directly on your site. Tier two is, people downloading content on your site, or, registering for a webinar. So these are what many of our customers are calling them tier three warm leads, right? That you want to
Mhm.
funnel over to your SDRs every
Yep.
day, every week. So, yeah,
Absolutely. It kind of bows well into the split funnel strategy, which, in my experience, is the golden nugget there. Because a split funnel strategy is where you can make sure that you are kind of attacking the right leads with a different message, personalizing it, and
right.
that helps growing pipeline. So it
Yep.
kind of jives well with that. Awesome.
Yeah.
This was great. Thank you for sharing this with all of us. And I guess if you have questions and comments, where can people reach you?
They can write to info@kwanzoo.com, kwamzo.com. Of course, they can also visit the SiteStop page, and then they can book a meeting. They can contact us, directly off of the sidebar.
All right, great. Thank you for your time. Pleasure chatting again. See you all next week.
Thank you. Bye bye.